What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Deep Soul Sessions on Veteran Truth. I'm a Star. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you already subscribed to the channel, you're returning back, welcome back. Welcome back. All right. And thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. All right. If you are newly subscribed, excuse me. I was sitting here. When I say it's been a hectic morning, y'all, it's been a hectic morning. I don't want to go into details. Just know, baby, when I say that the enemy is at work right now in my life, the enemy is at work in my life. And so I just sat down and instead of thinking so much, I just decided to put, just start writing it. Just write. And it's crazy because I've told so many people throughout my channel, through so many readings, in the past, write things down. And so I just went on and I did that because I haven't did it in a long time. And what I love now about technology is like I really stopped writing this because you can have you a journal, but some people don't know how. And I'm not just like aiming at particular people, but just like growing up and through times, going into my adult years, even from my teenage years up into my adult years. It's just some things that you see when you start to read, that it's sacred, that it's private. Why invade someone's privacy like that? So therefore, I've stopped writing. You know what I'm saying? Because it got to the point to where I became so uncomfortable being able to express myself through paper, through pen and paper. But thank God right now, because technology, we can write through our digital notes if you have that app or feature within your phone, and you can know that it's safe, that it's sacred. You don't have to worry about anyone, invading your most intimate, thoughts and emotions and feelings that you are putting down on paper, right? And it's up to you whether or not if you want to share that. They be doing like that drag racing around here, and baby, ain't got time. Stuff be making my nerves bad. But however, I was sitting here and it just came to me in spirit. It was like, and I just heard it and I wrote it down in my poem and I shared it on the community board and I shared it also on my Facebook. That y'all, we have to be careful out here because sometimes when we are laughing at people, and we're seeing them in their nakedness, and that form of how nakedness was coming to me was if you see a person in their most vulnerable, you see a person in a state, all right, in a particular way that is just, it's not to be laughed at. It's not to say, ha ha, that's why you're going through what you're going through. Oh, and say, oh yeah, karma this. Oh, no, it's not, because I swear to God right now, and I'm telling you, anybody who does shit like that, or if you are doing shit, like, stop it. Because I promise you, it is going to be cursed be you to endure someone else's, to understand what exactly that shit feels like. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking wisdom. It takes a lot for me to admit that God has done me that way. And it is, because there's times when people have wronged me or people have done stuff and I see them going through and I'm laughing at them. And it's so not funny, because God says, okay, I blessed you when your enemy has wronged you, and I blessed you for you to be able to see what your enemy is going through, what this person has done to you, and what they're going through for wronging you, and for you to laugh at it, or for you to have anything in your heart to feel good about it. I've given you front seat so you can see that, the pain that they've caused you ain't nothing compared to the pain that I can cause them. Come on, hallelujah. Praise God on that when 3:33 is on the timer. And that is so true. But most of us, we get so boastful, we get so full of pride and so much arrogance to where we find that what others are going through, especially those who have wronged us, we find that to be funny and in our hearts. And that's how, and instead of us saying that our heart is not pure, you know what I'm saying? And our heart is no better than the person who have wronged us, because then now we're seeing what the person we have experienced what that person have done to us, and now we're going through. You know what I'm saying? We have to go through, pulling ourselves back up by our own bootstraps and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Persevere and build our strength back up, right? All to find out, guess what? The heart ain't no better than them. But sometimes it takes for God to allow a person to wrong us, for us to see where our hearts really at and where our hearts really stand, and how pure and how unpure our hearts really are with the one, which is the all, which is the Most High. So that just came to me. So it was like, you know what? I'm like, oh my gosh. And another thing that I got was from the book of Job when I was writing. And I didn't put it off to the point, but it came to me. It was something to the nature, I want to say it's in the last book of Job, that God wouldn't accept like forgiveness or an offering or something unless they was able to tell God about the folly. And I'm like, okay, boom, there you go. I got my Bible and it's getting hot in this garage. All right. And I'm like, sometimes, what I'm saying, God will not let up on us until we are able to correct ourselves and let God know where we went wrong at and really mean and stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Really mean to stand on that. It ain't more of, so yeah, oh, I was wrong for doing this. I was wrong for doing that. And it wasn't in my intentions to do that. If it wasn't in your intentions to not to do it, you wouldn't have did it. Especially going forth, doing something you know very much well what it is that you have done to hurt someone or cause them pain. Okay? And sometimes we need to sit down and remove the pridefulness out of our hearts. You know what I'm saying? And until we do that, God will just keep breaking our foundations down, 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 down. It's like, okay, since we have this much boastfulness and this much arrogancy within us, you know what I'm saying? It comes to a time to where God's like, okay, all right, I knocked your foundation down a few notches, but it seemed like I'm gonna have to break it all the way down to where there's nothing but sand, to where you have to lay the concrete foundation to rebuild again. Because I see somewhere that you will not let go of that arrogancy, that you will not let go of your boastfulness and your prideful heart. And then sometimes we can find ourselves, family, ask God, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Why? Instead of seeing why God is allowing this to happen, what we do, we point the finger at everybody else. Oh, you're the reason for my downfall. Oh, you're the reason why I'm going through this. No, no, nope. That person has to learn a lesson right along with you. Because somewhere, y'all on the same frequency, share the same heart, have done the same shit. So you're going through the same storm together. I hope what I'm saying to y'all, I pray that, it makes a lot of sense to y'all. But that's what I've been getting, you know. And God has like set me down. It's like, damn, it's sunny outside. And we just went through a period where we just getting constant rain, and I was just loving it. Why? Because that was the energy, that's the frequency that I've been in. It's just been in pain and sorrow, crying, and anyway. So when it rains, it's like it just comforts more. But when the sun comes out, it's like it's just so much gray clouds. The storms are still going, but yet it's actually literally sunny outside, to where it's like, no, I'd rather stay inside and comfort my shadows. And sometimes God, sends different people in our lives, whether family and friends, just to help us persevere, to come up out of that energy and see where we keep falling fault at, and where we keep finding a comfortability within that energy, But I hope y'all check out the poem. I ain't wrote in a long time. My kids about to go ham up in there on each other. But anyway, I ain't wrote in a long time due to the invasion of privacy. I stopped, collecting journals of like certain things God would give me and I would write down. I stopped just writing period, just through the invasion of privacy. And I feel as though when someone has a diary, that's something that is so intimate. Hold on. I'm going to end this video. It's like I want to cover, but I'm not going to be able to. Because I'm trying to keep them calm, keep them under control. They going crazy over the Monopoly Go game. Child. Trying to shut each other's landmarks down. And baby, they get in their feelings about it. Like really into their feelings about it. Okay? But I hope just like briefly, within this 8-9 minutes of this video, that, it sheds some light. You never, when God starts to pull you out of the darkness, when God starts to, bringing you to somewhere to where that you're going to be okay, that you're not no longer going through the storm. How dare you sit back and you laugh at somebody else? And I'm speaking because I've done it, and it's wrong. I've done it, and I'm speaking wisdom to y'all right now, because the same thing that make you laugh, make you cry is so true. All right. So when God blesses us, you have thanksgiving in your heart. You walk with gratitude. You walk with elegance with that. You know what I'm saying? You walk with, grace, and you walk with mercy with that, not with arrogance and being boastful and having pride with it. Okay? You just don't. Because, baby, tables always turn. One day we have, for a time in the season, we have the summer. And things are excruciating heated in our lives. Or we have like a moment, a few months of summer. to where things are just on the up and up. And then boom, seasons change, tables turn. What? Now we're in fall. Now we're in winter. That's how things in our lives, how they go through their motion. They go through, you know what I'm saying, their season. They go through a process. And us, as especially us saying that we're conscious, and coming out the matrix and things like that, this is something that we need to be consciously aware of, to our spirit and to our soul, you know what I'm saying, to our own being and evolution with spirit. You feel me? If I said that right, evolution. Okay? Like, tables always do turn. And when tables turn, it ain't nothing nice, it ain't nothing pretty, it ain't nothing to be laughed at. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to us and us to see where we are at fault at. You know what I'm saying? And confess that folly, which is okay sin, unto the Most High God. So I just hope that this was educational. I hope that this was spiritual. I hope that this was knowledgeable to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just to an eye opener for you guys here on my channel. And when I find time and space, probably today, if not today, probably tomorrow, I don't know. Okay. But I'll be doing a tarot reading. Okay. I'll be doing a tarot reading. And right now, for some of you, and this is not just for me, but this is what Spirit is telling me for some of you right now in a collective. You're going through so much in your life right now. God is looking for you to make a sacrifice. It's something it is that you love doing the most that you might have to give up. All right? Whether this is some of you like to party, you like to turn up, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? For God to give us exactly what it is that we want. Sometimes, baby, we have to clear out certain things in our life to make room for those things that we have asked of God, and that what God is trying to give us and allow in our lives. God will not allow certain things in our lives, you know what I'm saying, or give us a particular blessing, especially if God sees that we're going to sabotage it. So therefore God sometimes wants to see, are we going to be willing to sacrifice something to make room for his blessings? So with that being said, I send y'all peace, love, light, and prosperity, and I will see y'all in the next upload. Peace.